Yes.
Okay.
Then it's really hard to spot, but you see two human-like silhouettes standing at the far end of the room. That's like here. You see like two silhouettes, and that's probably computer core.
So what are these tanks here? Exactly, just...
Coolant buffs.
Okay. Like, the kind of radioactive stuff that'd be up in 6?
I'm not sure, it doesn't specify in the adventure,
Okay.
so I'm guessing. Not, oh no, wait, no, sorry, there's something else. Anyone push... no, it is, like, anyone pushed into the buff suffers the same radioactive effects as in areas.
Okay. Well, I'm going to drop a grenade.
And, yeah, you'll
feet.
probably hear that, you hear probably terrorist commander, and he's like loudly cursing that the computer is not co-op, and probably director, the second person, like swears also loudly that he didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about the emergency failsafe locks on the station maneuver jets. I didn't know they were there. And so there's like a discussion. Before you go into combat, you can also roll tactics roll.
Tactics.
To realize that something might happen if the area is damaged.
And that would be wisdom? Or intelligence?
It will be with
4!
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a 12.
Yeah, I think that's the... Yeah. You didn't use... Okay, so... That's the first and last time you can use it.
Okay.
Okay, so with the 12, you realize that the area like this, if there's serious damage to it, like collateral damage, it will trigger some kind of emergency containment protocol that will probably lock the door and fill the room with something. Something that if you do not have vacuum or you do not have oxygen supplied, you might suffer some.
Well, can I sneak past the people in the center for now? Let's try to get a closer look at the two in the front.
Okay, rolled. Yeah, they're like... Fucking hell. Like, we can see shit.
Alright, and so I go and try to see if, like, if the director looks like he's in league with them or, like, being forced to do all this.
As you're observing, it's pretty clear director is in league with them.
Alright. Then I go ahead and go back and drop the grenade with the 3 and run for the corner.
Okay, that will be a surprise round. So you can roll to hit. Base of dexterity, the standard terrorists have AC.
Then I will just go ahead and use the pistol for that, because it's pretty much the same, for at least a hit. Oh. 9.
Oh! So, it's like in the movie that suddenly they're like talking to each other, man, like it's terrible visibility out there. Whatever, nobody will be stupid enough to like get in here. And then there's like a sound of like something rolling on the metal ground. And there's like, and some like metallic object like lands, just like touches the boot on one of the terrorists, and he looks down, and even though you do not see, you probably imagine that his eyes go wide, and when he realizes what it is, and he's like, "Fuck!" and there's like a poof explosion that rips him and his two colleagues apart. And immediately after that, there's like, warning, warning, emergency protocols activated. Yeah, because what you didn't know, that the emergency procedure was automatically triggered on an explosion. So what happens that it locks the door, and yeah, I'm not saying the difficulty needed to hack it open with.
Yeah.
And then it
I don't have
starts
that.
filling the room with fire-suppressing inert gases.
Huzzah for vac suits!
Yeah, and you saw that director doesn't have vac suit. Terrorist commander has a vac.
Alright. So now it's a shootout. But the area is probably still filled with steam, isn't it?
Yes, after this round, the steam will like start like disappearing.
Alright. So then I will go ahead and hide behind that corner.
Yeah, so surprise round was the grenade, then this round you're just hiding, waiting for the situation, and they're like, what the fuck who the fuck is like, and they're like, you see that commander is putting his pistol out, and he's not really caring at the director, who is like, with the look of panic, he sees that the gases is like trying to hold his breath, and like, he's like falling to his knees and then like falling to the face, because he took 1 point of damage, and he only had one hit. So probably next round he will suffocate to death.
Well, that was quick.
He has only 1 hit dice, he's not a warrior.
Yeah. I was just saying, so at least it's not a slow and painful suffocation.
Yeah, and the commander probably also like tries to take a cut behind something, and it's your turn again. And he's like, of course, like pistol in a outstretched hand, and he's like going from left to right, scanning the room for a.
Do I see where he's at?
Yes.
Would it be... I'm going to roll tactics to see if it would be wise to throw a second grenade. Because... you never know.
Considering
That's a
he's very close or almost right next to computing core, the explosion might damage core enough that nothing might happen, or it might happen that the station will lose total control and like random depressurization, random gravity changes, and maybe there's a chance that the engines will just like fail and then the station will start dropping from the orbit.
So the answer is yes. It is a bad idea.
It is a bad idea, currently where he is.
Alright. So I will go ahead and peek out around the corner and take a shot at him with my thermal pistol.
His AC is 7.
Trying to stay in cover. But
His AC is 7, and because he also like took an action to take cover, he'll get, let's say, because that's not perfect cover, like -1 to hit.
alright.
Didn't really matter much. Yeah, and he had 4 hit dice. Like you aim, as he's like, you fuck, and then like the.
I'd like to flavor this.
Yep. Go ahead.
I shoot his hand, which burns off his hand pretty much and damages the gun beyond repair. And then I go up, and I just like smash open the visor and let him suffocate.
Nice. like with the dying breath, "Fuck you!" And
And I
yeah,
say, no thank you.
then he just like, there's like a, uh, fuck, what's the word? Like the mad dogs have soap, not soap, like the comes from his mouth as he's suffocating.
Mhm.
Foam comes from his mouth
Yeah.
or something. Then he's
Yeah.
like spasming, and then he just like goes completely still and dies.
Alright.
And
I
after a minute or so, the emergency containment protocol is lifted because the fire is put out.
check the director to see if there's any proof that he was working with them, more than what I discovered being the obvious.
You probably like search him and you'll find his compat, and very quickly you like go through his emails and whatnot, and yeah, you see that basically he received a plan from the terrorist commander named Freudeval, and basically he was actually a deep cover agent of this organization, and he was the one responsible for enabling the assault. So he activated the station's defense guns to hold back the reinforcements, but he didn't predict that the core has security measures additional security measures, so he was not able to start dropping the tower immediately.
Which, just so when they come in and find him dead, I can show him this email.
Yeah, like you like go out like some minutes. I mean, yeah, you go out and like, do you like take care in the guys at the 7, or do you wait when the reinforcements come by and they take care of them?
I'll wait for the reinforcements, because they can probably do a better job than one person. I mean, come on, I'm only one person. It's not like I can take out a whole group of terrorists by myself.
Wow.
Cough, cough.
Cough,
Wink,
cough.
wink.
Yeah, you could. But yeah, like several minutes pass where like finally there's like another period of shouting, shooting, and then there's finally silence as the last terrorist die from the quick heavy response force. Like
I would be checking on the secretary.
yeah,
if she
so
would-
you probably returned. Yeah, she was like she did her thing in the sector 3, and then she went to 1 and go up to the like normal quarters of the station, not the maintenance spaces. And yeah, like she's slightly shaken, but she's like fine, and she's like quite happy that you return well and alive. And obviously, as you like return, because she starts asking, then like the passerbys, some of the sufferers that stopped panicking, they immediately start hearing that, like, so like, she asked like, so what happened? Was the director, you know?
I just hand her the pad.
Yeah, so like she goes through the informations, and there's like a mixture on her face, a mixture of like confusion, pain, sorrow, and anger. And she's like leads to it and quietly like gives it. I guess the government forces will also like to look at it.
I'm sure, but we probably shouldn't reveal any details. Discretion is useful in these matters.
So out of character, like, what are you implying currently?
That we probably don't want to let the citizens know.
So the morale won't take a hit.
Yep.
I'm no expert in politics, but I guess that might be correct. But the final decision will be with the government.
While I agree, and I'm almost not great at politics, I seem to be excellent at crisis situations. And I'd rather not have a bigger panic on our hands.
And when you say like panic, like yeah, you are good at resolving panic critical situations. You hear a new voice. Like it certainly seems like it, and then as you like turn around, you see part of the quick response force. Basically 3 guys, with the one in the middle who's like obviously the superior ranking officer. All of them are, the guy in the middle, all of them are armed with yeah, because that, let's say that government, because they could have space stations, so they're heavy, they're like a mixture of SWAT and emergency response teams are really well equipped. So they all like holding mag rifles, and they are all like equipped in like, they are all in powered armors. And he's like, well, I'm Captain Michael. Quick response force.
Pleased to meet you. Fruity Jackhammer, Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, so he's like still in power armor, he like reaches his hand. He doesn't crush your hand when you like, if you decide to grab.
I do.
Yeah, so he like firm shake. Well, from what we heard and what we've seen, we actually owe you a great deal, Mr. Hammer.
There's a body in one of the storage containers. One of the restricted access areas, just so you know.
He like terrorist one?
Yes.
Ah yes, we are currently doing the clean sweep of the entire area.
Just so you know.
Yes, I appreciate the information.
I imagine it'd be kind of a shock if they were to open that in a couple weeks and find it.
He's like a dry chuckle. Yes, I believe this station had enough of surprises for quite some time. Now, we are still not fully aware of this entire scope of the situation. Do you perhaps have any intel that will help us understand what happened today?
Well, yes I do. And I'll go ahead and hand over the pad.
Okay. He like read through it, and like he doesn't have his visor down, but still in the power armor, so it's hard to really see his facial expression. But then he like says, like in a like tightly controlled voice of anger, well, that explains a few things. And he like looks at you. Is the traitor also? But when he says traitor, he like looks around, makes sure that nobody's of the civilians listening in, and he like says that quietly. Is the traitor dead?
A very, well, rather short but painful death, yes.
Well then, I say good riddance for him. Mr. Hammer, I believe I still have some paperwork to do, but no wait, he doesn't say that. He does something else. Well, Mr. Hammer, if you can wait a minute. And then he just like steps back, and he like puts an like hand to his like ear on the helmet, and is like calling somebody, because he doesn't need combat. He just like has internal communication device in helmet. Yeah. And he's like nodding, like it's pretty obvious that he's talking with somebody, but there's no external sound. And after a minute or two, he goes up to Mr. Hammer, my government is extremely happy how is extremely what's the proper word? not pleased, not happy.
Appreciative?
It's extremely appreciative of your involvement in the situation, and I was given permission to give you a, I believe, quite suitable cash reward for your today's actions.
May I ask for one other thing in addition to that?
Well, obviously I cannot promise that this will be within our reach to give to you, but I'm and thus my government is willing to listen.
Just a single military issue laser rifle.
And there's actually this time you hear a chuckle. That absolutely would not be a problem.
I mean, I'm a bounty hunter. You know how the job. You most likely know how the job is. I can certainly meet some dangerous characters.
I fully understand, and to be fair, like, yeah, we can deliver the weapon to you, or if you'd like to wait, you can, Mr. Hammer, you can ride along with us back on the planet's surface, where you will be given the gun, and if you want some fame, I bet my government will probably like to make a press conference or something. But I don't know if that's your thing.
Will there be a party?
He like laughs. Not sure really. I'm not really a party person. I mean, not a party person of the high society. I definitely will go with some of the boys from the squad to grab a few drinks in the bar.
Well, that's exactly what I meant.
Then I'll be happy to invite you along us, Mr. Hammer.
Sounds like an awesome time.
Yeah, and like, if you want the money now, like, he just needs to know your like account numbers, so the government might be able to like transfer funds.
I go ahead and give it.
Okay, so to be honest, apart from the, let's see if, okay, one or two. Because
Two.
I'm just wondering if they were able to get help to that one hostage that got shot in time. Okay, if it rolls a 2, then they were able to help him in time. Sadly no.
Okay.
But still, well, saving station, taking out terrorist. The transfer is 5,000 credits. That's actually quite a lot. Like the best energy weapon gun. Give me a moment. Best energy weapon gun, which is distortion cannon. It deals 2d12 points of damage. Cost 1,250 credits.
I'm probably gonna use it to buy a ship.
Well, yeah, but that's like for the outro. The bounty hunter, after like, because the thing with the ship, you probably either had to make few more jobs on the planet, or grab a transport or somebody else's transport, or take a huge loan to actually get the ship, because ships cost like several hundred, like minimum like 50 or 100,000 credit.
But I'd probably do jobs on this planet, because after getting the fame, there'd probably be plenty of people that would be willing to hire me to hunt down criminals.
Yeah, they're definitely like for Frederick Hammer, this situation turns out a goldmine for future opportunities on the planet itself. And that's how the side adventure ends. So, what are the opinions and impressions?
It was fun. The system was interesting. The skill system seemed a bit wonky to me, but I understand that they all play differently, so it probably, as I play more of it, I'll understand more. But I had fun.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of things obviously come out during the longer play, like getting
Yeah.
ship, like the whole stuff with AI, the mechs. The mechs can do like so much fucking damage because you can like mount gunner weapons on them, and some of the gunner weapons are dealing like 4d12, 5d12 points of damage. So yeah, it's like
If you do another one shot, I might have to make a warrior, though.
there's like yeah, I already have like one idea for like RU timeline where like people are playing like almost like Halo, but not Halo. Halo, the Covenant War. So like the people might be playing like, okay, so the beginning of the session we are making orbital drop on the surface of the planet, and you have to do some objectives.
I'd have a claymore, metal armor, and a claymore. Or if I could get metal armor, then metal armor, better armor. But
Yeah, you would probably be able, because the next version probably will be like higher level.
And perhaps like not just a normal claymore, but like some fancy tech version. But
So I don't know. Do you want?
General idea of a crazy Scot.
Yeah, yeah, great Scotsman. I always think of the Scotsman from the Samurai Jack. So I don't know. Do you want the character sheet of Hammer to be kept, or can I like delete it or something?
You can keep it if you want. I mean,
I can keep it,
use it later.
or I can like archive it.
Use it as an NPC.
It's also a possibility. So I'm gonna archive him. Yeah. Do I need to do anything else? No. What's the time? Okay. What's the time? I might actually like learn some stuff for Wednesday exam.
Just maybe.
Yeah, there's not much of it, but I don't want to leave the entire process of learning for tomorrow, for the day before. It worked for me up until now, learning like day or two before, but why risk it? So yeah, like, thanks for playing.
No problem. Thank you for running it.